A fortnight ago, with the release of primary leaving exams, several elite schools in Kampala and Wakiso district alleged that they had been marked down after failing to obtain candidates with aggregate 4 for the first time in a while. But today, the chairperson of the Uganda National Examinations Board, Professor Mary Okwakwol, said the reports were baseless.
On the contrary, UNEB is constantly devising ways of improving its methods of work to ensure equity and reliability in the examination results.
For his part, Executive Secretary of the Uganda National Examinations Board, Dan Odong, said they would not be intimidated by those seeking to malign the national examiner.
We are a mirror, and if you stand before a mirror and you look bad, you do not smash the mirror. You look at yourself and correct what the mirror is telling you is not right on your body.
Odongo observed that teachers are still failing to integrate the teaching of theory with practicals, which in turn is affecting the performance of the students.
In many schools, practical lessons are not done by the candidates until towards the UCE examination. And quite often, the candidates go into the practical examination when they are very ill-equipped.
In his brief remarks, the State Minister of Higher Education, Dr. John Muyingo, said excellent performance was not the preserve of so-called elite schools.
We are beginning to hear stories like UNEB undermarked me, UNEB undermarked school X and Y, which is not true. UNEB has only one marking scheme.
Education Minister Janet Museveni blasted all those speculating on the UNEB marking scheme, cautioning them to cease and desist and instead focus on improving teaching in schools.
It is irresponsible and most frustrating to hear that people who should know better are the ones spreading lies to cause public discontent.
The minister added that the sector is formulating a policy that is aimed at improving on the professionalism of teachers across the country in a bid to boost the country's education sector.
The Ministry of Education and Sports is in the process of finding a way to add value to our teachers in an endeavor to bring the teaching and learning to a level that we are all struggling to see in this country.
Mrs. Museveni also warned local government education officials to desist from misusing funds that are sent to them by the ministry for the inspection of schools.
I have received disturbing reports that in some cases, funds are simply shared out on the pretext that it is not only the inspectorate that is involved in monitoring schools.
The selection process for students seeking to join Senior 5 will take place between the February 14th and 15th, while students will be expected to report to school for their first term on the 25th of February. Joyce Nakato, NTV Tonight.